Sometimes you need to change CSS on the fly. So Angular allows you to add, remove, or change CSS classes based on component logic or things that are just happening in your app, whether they be user event driven or not. So to change CSS classes in the template, let's go ahead and we're going to use basically property binding. If you recall, that means simply wrapping a given attribute in brackets, so class. And then we're going to set it to a template expression. In this case, it will be a property, so title, and we'll make this class. So now in our component class down here, we have to define it. So title class equals, and we'll make it the name of a CSS class that we will define in the styles property above. So we'll make this class name red title, and we'll define it right here, and we'll simply make it red title, color red. So let's save that. We'll go back, and there we go. So you can also designate the CSS class name right in the class binding within the template. So if we go back, we'll see if we add a period, and we'll make it the name of our class, red title, and we'll leave it at title class and simply save it, we'll see that it still remains the same. So the title class property in the component code, we can either bind it to just some type of property like this, or we can make it true, which will give us the same result, or we can make it false. If we make it false, for instance, we'll see that it is no longer red. All right. Now what happens, for instance, if we want to change multiple CSS classes? Because we can see right here, this only allows us to specify one. Well, in that case, we can use the ng class directive. So let's change this here to simply ng class, and we'll rename this to title classes for plural. And down here in our component code, we'll create an object called title classes equals, and now we could specify the name of our classes in CSS. We'll make this true, and we'll create another one called large title. We'll make this true as well, and we create that class right here, large title, and we'll make it font size something large like 4EM. And now we'll save, and we can see it has applied both of those classes. And if we were to change one of them to false, it would remove it. So that's how you can use class binding to add, remove, or change either single CSS classes or multiple CSS classes by binding the template expression to an object. So in the next lesson, let's take a look at style binding, which is very similar.